Before we get into the video, do not forget to like, comment and subscribe. So this news story is a bit outlandish. In other words, it's downright weird. So a headmaster in Cardiff who taught at the Glan-yr-Afon School in Cardiff has been banned from teaching after assaulting a mother and then buying a Knickers. So 49-year-old Kevin Thomas was essentially a pervert and a predator who had some far out there sexual urges. Reports say that this was a headmaster who would often bombard the unnamed parent with salacious and vulgar messages for more than a year. Now again, because this guy was a pervert, he even went as far as groping the woman in his place of employment, i.e. the school offices, and again he even brought her a pair of knickers after fantasising about her wearing either red or white or pink. Now it's one thing to be a pervert, but it's another thing entirely to grope a woman and talk vulgar to her over messages after she's asked you to stop, and again when you're a married man with a wife at home. Also, in 2018 he was jailed for 4 months after being convicted of a sexual assault. He was a head teacher. Again, he was a head teacher, and in his position it requires him to be the embodiment of conduct and principles. So either two things happened when he was hired. One, when he was hired, the screening process was not good enough. Or two, Kevin Thomas was good at hiding his real self. Because the head teacher is a real danger to women, he's also been struck off the teaching register for life. Now let me just paint the picture of what type of character the real headmaster was. Mr. Kevin Thomas sent the mum multiple emails which showcased sexually explicit content. He refused to stop when the mum in question said it made her feel uncomfortable and she did not like his forward advances. When she confronted him about the explicit nature of the messages, the headmaster, Kevin Thomas, replied with, "Not until I get a kiss and a cuddle." Also, every time she asked him to stop sending vulgar messages to her, the headmaster would always reply with a rebuttal. On multiple occasions, he even told the parent he had dreams of her wearing a white or pink underwear, and he actually went out and brought a pair of underwear for the woman in question for her to wear. He even inappropriately touched the woman on school grounds on several occasions, even when she asked him to stop. Again, this is a predator in every sense of the word, and the worst thing is, 49-year-old Kevin Thomas taught at a school in Cardiff, and he was the top of the food chain in his job position. He also had the ability to influence other students, teachers and colleagues. And worst of all, he also had perverted and predatory urges, and they were also carried out on school grounds, as I previously stated, in such places as the school office. And the worst thing is, he could not see what he was doing wrong. Now, Mr. Kevin Thomas was also paid £51,000 annually, and for that salary, he exploited his position by telling teachers' assistants he would slap their bottoms, and he even tried to pull down the top of one of his assistants. Thankfully, this is a person who will not be in charge of schools anymore, as he's been struck off the teaching board. Stay safe.